Hello, my name is Andrew Charles. I'm from Group 6, and I'm going to be doing my presentation specifically on Rapid7 nexpose. So what is Rapid7 nexpose? Nexpose is a real-time on-premises vulnerability scanning management application, which is an open source application developed by the Rapid7 organization. It specifically deals with on-site vulnerability discovery, detection, verification, risk classification, impact analysis, reporting, and mitigation. It thusly is utilized by both system admins and client users alike in order to find and safeguard the system for potential vulnerabilities that may be within them. Thusly, how does it work? Nexpose utilizes an active port system, all the active ports within the system and other running applications that you specify it can look into in order to find and possibly determine what exploits or vulnerabilities within the system are there. Then it utilizes a database of reports and analyzes the findings within the actual scan that you do in order for you to understand and analyze what action is best in order to specifically deal with these vulnerabilities. And now we'll go on to the demo portion of this presentation, in which I'll show you how to use the nexpose, in which you would need a password, username, and then a password for your account with the Rapid7 organization. And then you can find within the homepage any previous tests and or scans that you did specifically on your own engine or with any specific thing. But in order to create a new scan, you have to go here to the site, general, we can enter a name. I'll put test. Importance specifically would state for normal, but any other importance you would raise as the level from very high to very low, in which it will determine how much power it will give to you. Organization, you just give whatever information that you would need for that. And if they have any additional users within your actual account, you would describe who could use it and everything. Thus, we would go for our asset that we will need to choose for that, in which we will give our current IP address or whatever IP range that you would need for the specific thing that you're trying to scan, which I'll answer that, but you don't need to see that. Now, if we move to our authentication specific thing, we will need to add credentials for our scan to look for. Thus, we will need to put in SSH, and into the account, we will look for secure shell, management of nexpose, that's what we're using. The username, we will put MSF admin since we're using secure shell. Password, you can just put any password that you would need for that you can remember. It's not 100% relevant to whatever thing you need for that. Then you press create, but if you want to add restrictions onto the specific thing that it can go onto, you can add that too. And you could also add rep authentication, but we're not going to be using that for this purpose. Thus, we can select that. And then for templates that we are using, we would use the full audit, but we're doing it without the web spider because we're not using web application at this point. Or you could create and scan your own different template that you would need for that. Then you would pick the default engine that would use the scan mode, but it actually would just the local scan of the engine specifically. Then we can actually scan and scan now at this point, but nonetheless, we don't need it. But now, we just check over everything that we're going over now. With everything, make sure it all works. Oh, it was giving me an error because I already used it. So, and now we can save and scan. Thus, it will process everything that you do, and then it will scan the specific IP or range of IP that you would do, and then it will automatically do this every single time, as we see from there and everything. But I'm going to stop the scan. But after this, it would give you a prompt of specific stuff that it scanned and what vulnerabilities that it gave according to the parameters that you gave it to. So here, there we go. I'll stop the scan. It'll take a while to stop, but there it is. And thank you for listening.